Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Devkant Kala. I work at UPES Dehradun as Assistant Professor in the area of marketing. In this lecture, I explain to you the concept of customer centricity. Responding effectively to rapidly changing consumer need has become one of the top strategic agenda of modern business organizations. Consumers today are more demanding, diverse, informed, hedonistic, and more sophisticated. They are also expecting convenience, flexibility, and personal interactions. Irrespective of industry, organizations are rapidly trying to improve the customer experiences in order to drive business, differentiate themselves in the marketplace, and inspire brand loyalty. In order to achieve truly personalized and world-class customer experience, organizations need to adopt a customer-centric culture. Customer centricity is an approach to doing business that focuses on providing a positive customer experience in order to drive profit and gain competitive advantage. It is an organizational mindset that places customer at the center of the business. Every part of the business empathizes with customer and focuses on giving a best possible experience for them. Customer centricity informs the behavior of the entire organization. In a customer-centric organization, every employee in every function always has the following question top of mind. How will the decision I am about to make impact a customer experience? Customer centricity is a value that informs the behavior of everyone in the organization. A customer-centric organization considers the entire customer journey and anticipates customer needs beyond one transaction. Now the question is, why customer centricity? By placing customer at the heart of every interaction with them, customer-centric organization can create dynamic, seamless and unique personalized experience for customer that help them to achieve desired outcome and ultimately drive sales. It helps organization to build trust, customer loyalty, good reputation and gain competitive advantage. It increases the probability of positive word of mouth and reduces all friction between customers and employees. Customer-centric organizations are more resilient in crisis situations than product-centric organizations as customer focus builds flexibility into the organization. Remember, an organization that forgets about customer is very likely to fail. They will build the wrong products, invest in the wrong resources and lose goodwill with customers. Now let us take the example of a customer-centric organization. Amazon is known as one of the most customer-centric organizations in the world. Amazon's growth from a modest online shopping option to one of the premier e-commerce platforms in the world is rooted in its commitment to customers. Jeff Bezos once said, "We see our customers as invited guests to a party and we are the host. It is our job every day to make every important aspect of the customer experience a little bit better, and that is not just a lip service." Here are some important pillars of Amazon customer centricity. First, Amazon's mission statements begin with the desire to be Earth's most customer-centric company, and its practices consistently deliver on that mission. Second, every employee must be focused and equally obsessed about delivering the best customer experience. Everyone in Amazon are committed to listening to, understanding and acting on the needs of each customer. Third, Amazon invests on employee training to understand customers. Every employee should be trained with a customer-first mentality. Fourth, Jeff Bezos has made his email address public and he always encourages customers to contact him. This empowers customers and makes everyone accountable for their action in the organization. And last, customer complaints are never deleted. Amazon tracks as well as measures every interaction with customers. Customers' feedback is turned into WOCAS report That is what our customers are saying and use for improvement. Organizations such as Warby Parker, DHL, Cisco, Google, Apple, Ritz-Carlton, Caterpillar, 3M are also known for their customer centricity. Most companies fail when it's come to customer centricity, not because they don't have the right intentions, but because they fail to create a customer-centric culture. There are following ways to create a customer-centric culture in the organization. First, it all starts with leadership. For a customer-centric culture to flourish, it must be driven from the top by the most influential people within the organization. Without the involvement of leadership in the customer service, making it the part of the overall culture would be nearly impossible. Developing a customer experience vision is the second step in creating customer-centric culture. A customer experience vision is an aspirational statement on how the organization has chosen to service its customers. It is a standard that employees should be able to strive for and a banner that the organization can look to when making decisions that will affect its customers. A well-established and clearly communicated vision will inspire action at every level in the organization. Third, finding internal evangelists. Evangelists are people who speak consistently, frequently, passionately, and positively about the business. Business leaders must realize that their most powerful brand evangelists are their own employees. Employees are the key players when it comes to connecting the business brand with the target audience in a meaningful manner. Fourth, building a customer-centric organization starts with building an employee-centric organization. Employees are the key differentiator. Employees alone can make or break customers' experience. When organization treats their employees well, employees in turn treat their customers well. Satisfied employees deliver the organization's promise and create a favorable image by striving to provide a better service than its competitors. Therefore, organization must make the investment to improve employee experience. Fifth is be transparent and make customers' feedback available for everyone. Listening to customer is an inherent part of being customer-centric. It is tough to improve the customer experience if you don't have a system in place for collecting customers' feedback regularly. Sixth, invest in customer service. Customer-centric organizations don't see customer support as a cost of doing business. Rather, it is considered as a revenue generator. Seventh, make your customer a part of the solution. Involving the customer in designing business processes, experiences, services, products, or physical environments will enhance organizations' understanding of customer and build trust. And last, make use of technology that facilitate contacts between employees and customers. Technological advancements have entirely reshaped the organization by making business processes highly integrated and more streamlined. The progress of video, real-time messaging, chatbots, artificial intelligence, and self-service all present the potential for big changes in the day-to-day functioning of customer-centric organization. Making customer happy is the driving force behind every successful organization. Customer-centric organizations can successfully capture, retain, and grow their customer base while realizing bottom-line growth. Clear customer objectives stated in the vision statement, coupled with the leadership, a supportive culture, and properly oriented staff will contribute to overall organizational success in interacting with customers and fulfilling business objectives. So friends, in this lecture we have understood the concept of customer centricity, and the ways to create a customer-centric organization. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.